Welcome on into the tribe. Welcome on into the tribe of the DDA tribe. Mercy. This girl over here been working. Working. I picked up overtime. So that's where I've been. Where I've been missing overtime. I've been on overtime work. Getting this money. I've been. Okay. Making sure you can hear me. Scared people don't make no money. Hello. Hi. How are we feeling today? I feel like I got enough rest, but also I'm here. Why am I feeling like that? Maybe someone's feeling restless too at the same time. But anyway. My name is Deasia, and you are on Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe. Tap up in here with me, okay? I'm here to relax your soul. I'm not here to harm your spirits, not one bit, okay? So make sure you take that deep breath as we walk up in here, okay? Also, make sure you always have your journals always on standby because we're always going to be here to clear that crown. I should have closed my dressers, okay? Respectfully. All right. But anyway, because that's going to mentally bother me. All right. Okay. Seven of Cups. We got choices. Queen of Swords, choices, and also making a decision of these choices. Also, you got to be stay firm on these choices. You got a lot of options, okay? A lot of beautiful options too, okay? So it might be a little hard to choose, okay? Hi, how are you? How are you? Hold on, let's tap into some music. I realized I did my intro, so now let's go into that. Ooh, what love got to do with it? And I just told you, you're going to have options, a lot of options, okay? What's up? Roger that. What's up? Okay, a lot of options, but you got to make a wise decision, okay? Be pure with this decision as well, okay? Something really fast, a fast decision. Oh, things gonna be coming in so fast. Here you go. You know how sometimes what they say is when you least expect it, or loves come in when you're not paying attention to it, or things happen where you're not paying attention to that main thing, because that's what it looks like. It's like so many things, there's so many options. You're feeling really good about this. Also, I feel like this is going to come in during the summertime when it's getting really hot for you, okay? But like, yeah, what love got to do with it? So maybe it's a situation that they want you to get your head out of the situation. I mean, get your heart out of the situation, put your head in it, okay? I started messing. Why is you on here? I promise you to be playing. You must be using your parents' thing. I gotta remember that too, because I got little ones too. But hopefully you get in the right headspace, and congratulations to the next level. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't trying to scare you. Middle school was not a good thing for me, okay? But no. So here you go. You could have a lot of options as far as in being abundant, having a lot of options of being fertility levels. So you could have a lot of people that want to look at you, look at you as a wife, look at you as a husband. You get what I'm saying? Want you to pregnate them, or they get pregnant by you. You could have that energy, okay? I'm feeling the energy like maybe you showing a lot of too much skin that somebody wants to put you up. Okay, so this could be a situation that you're doing. Okay, you could be dealing with people. I'm feeling the energy of, like, let me just give you, I'm just gonna give you the colors. Look at all these colors. Look at the drinks. Don't they so juicy and so delicious. Some of them, this one gives you like a little hint of mint, right? So someone could give you a little they could be a little refreshing, because mint is refreshing, right? Then this one gives you like that sunset tropical. So someone could give you like want to go on vacation, more of like a sunrise. Sunrise give you like just waking up, seeing the fresh air, new vibes. Okay, then this one's giving you that blue motorcycle. Y'all know, everybody's go-to is blue motorcycle sometimes. But this drink is giving me like a blue motorcycle. But also, what is that dangling? Orange peels, okay, and cinnamon. So, okay, so this energy of blue, this could be like this. I'm feeling like the blue gives you the energy of like someone, because blue motorcycle is a lot of, it's been a minute since I've been drinking, so I don't know. But I remember blue motorcycle is several different flavors. So this person could be a jack of all trades. This next person that you're talking to, maybe this person, blue, is giving me vocal, right? So maybe someone's going to be very vocal with you, but they're a jack of all trades. Okay, but the orange pill is what, vitamin C, is it, or vitamin D? Most of the time you drink orange juice when you're sick, so maybe this person can bring you in good health. Okay, so maybe someone, I'm giving that energy. Then you got the purple and the purple is pure royalty. All right, so yeah, it's like, oh, and then they got a pineapple. So pineapple, maybe because it's making me think about Kevin Hart. I know Kevin Hart in the hot seat right now, but I remember his stand-up comedy when he said pineapple, when something could be a little bit, maybe this person's a little kinky, okay, but they're really loyal to you, but maybe they're loyal when they only kinky with you, or maybe you're only kinky with them. I'm feeling these several options. Okay, also this is Hawaii, so someone this giving me the Hawaii. Also martini, that's a martini glass, so someone likes a martini. Okay, I'm feeling the energy of it, but all these energies looks at you as like the be all. Okay, I can see myself settle with you. Okay, I can see myself marry you, or pregnate you, or be pregnant by you. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of options. Okay, a lot of options that's gonna put you in this Queen of Swords. They're telling you gotta put your head in the game. All right, you are the queen. This is what they're looking at you as: high material. Okay, you are high potential, and they're making judgment. Okay, this is a lot of options for you. Okay, first up, saying all. Okay. And then you got Sierra, because Sierra had a lot of options, right? And she had to pick the right option, because if you see her storyline, she had a lot of options, because you got Sierra playing. That's what made me think about her. She had a lot of options, but all options wanted to get her pregnant. All options wanted to settle with her, but it was only one good option that was going to pregnate her and make her look like the empress, making her treat her like the prize. Okay, so I'm feeling the energy that all your options are beautiful. Okay, all your options are beautiful. You can't miss none of them. Okay, if you don't want it, somebody gonna want that. Okay, it's like good trash getting thrown in the trash can. You know how you have good material, right? You'll throw something out like, ooh, I'm tired of using this, right? And then you got an option. You could throw it in the trash. You could put it on the side of the street. You can go sell it. Right? Go, or throw it to a second hand and give it to a donation. These are the options that you got. This is everything gonna be good material. They came in your home. They came in your home. Okay, they seen that you was potential, because they have to come here. They have to come into your atmosphere. Okay, the vulnerability. Okay, I'm feeling someone feeling like summertime. This is gonna happen in the summertime. I'm feeling that, because this is giving me like, let's party, let's go out, let's enjoy ourselves, and let's just enjoy life. That's what I'm feeling. She's happy. Okay, she's feel like she's free. Okay, and I'm talking about just the energy all together. Like you're feeling happy, you're feeling free, you're feeling abundant. Okay, you're feeling like you are the catch. Okay, and everybody else is seeing that. You got a lot of options. Okay, also I'm feeling, what's that drink, Incredible Hulk. So somebody could be big and muscular too as your option. Okay. Or maybe this person, he could be smaller, but then he turns into, maybe he's a smaller person, or she's smaller, but she got a Hulk energy because they got a She-Hulk too, right? Summertime. Yeah, living easy. Okay. Living easy. I'm feeling that. Like, let's go out for drinks. Maybe you're going to go out for drinks. Every place you go for the summertime, just enjoying yourself and feeling in this abundant energy, you might catch a little number. You might catch a little eye or two. You get what I'm saying? I might have to go catch that. Okay, but they're telling you be smart with, all right? There are going to be a lot of options out there that's going to be as good as every drink. If you didn't want to drink, these drinks going to make you want to drink. Because they look so good and so fruit. They just like, ooh, so good. Okay, but you got to be cautious, okay? Be cautious. Sometimes you don't get caught up in the feeling. Don't get caught up in the mind, all right? Because the swords are out here. Don't get caught up, all right? Sometimes you got to come with your little bit of emotions. Because, ladies, we can take it on the Ferris wheel, okay? And won't know how to stop. Okay, the moment that person puts us on the Ferris wheel, we don't know how to stop because we got to take the person at the bottom to stop the Ferris wheel. Okay, so we got to be cautious with that. So the thing is, there are going to be a lot of options. They're going to be a lot. Toxic family members also, yes. Toxic family members could be these options. Okay, just cups. These are cups. So these are people that's pulling on your energy emotionally. Okay. You're going to have to keep your head. You see these swords out here? Keep the head on the civil. Keep your head straight. That's what they're telling you. Because they're going to get you caught up. And they're going to get you caught up very fast. Because this is the only one that's out here. They're going to get you caught up very, very fast. All right? But they're telling you, use little by little. They're going to give you all these beautiful options. Okay, look how beautiful these, you can't miss these. Like, oh, I want to try this one. 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 Oh, that look good too. And then that look good. And then that look good. But they're saying, I see you. I see you got all these options. But they want you to realize that they look at you already as the prize. Okay, they're trying to see how they can get you caught up like this. Okay, yeah, they look at you. You know how sometimes people can look at you more than what you already see yourself as. Okay, but they're telling you use your emotions very small. Don't get it caught up because we can get caught up and we can get up on this Ferris wheel, and that Ferris wheel can go very fast, right? But they're telling you have control of the Ferris wheel. Okay, you have control of the Ferris wheel. All right, some people might give you this prize, but it's a little cup of fish. What the fuck is that? What is that? I thought we were going to be something serious. Like I said, this thing going to come in very fast. What the hell is that? No, let's not. They're going to get you caught up. Okay. Like you said, Nick, you got toxic family members. You got a toxic family member could give you a good ass deal, a good ass offer, out of nowhere. They might want to break bread with you. This might be a situation that they might pull up on you and say, hey, out of nowhere, they pulling up to your house. They ain't never come to your house any other time. Or maybe every time they do come to your house, it's always they want something. Okay? They always want something prepared. Sometimes they be sitting on your goddamn porch before you get home. What the hell you want? Okay, I had a cousin like that. She'll leave a sticky note. Ooh, I couldn't stand that shit. She'll leave a sticky note on my door. Like, I just never understood that. Like, girl. And mind you, we still in the central. We got phones. But she will most definitely leave a sticky note. Like, she can't text me or call me. But she want to let me know she came to the house and I wasn't there. Y'all got to be careful. Like you said, toxic family members. And all they want is like a piece of you. It'll be like, it won't even sometimes be money. It could be borrowing something in my home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me think about like something that you probably don't use a lot. And that person probably paying attention. Oh, I see you don't be paying. You don't even use this. But it's in my home. If I want it out, I will put it out on the street. I will put it on the market sale when it's time. But other than that, don't come over here and ask me for that. You got to get into that energy because people look at you and your home as this. As far as, oh my God, they look at you as abundant. Okay. Your home is abundant. All right. It's that energy. Okay. And then they're telling you to get out of your head. Okay, get out of your head with it. Okay, get out of your head. Okay, because they look at you as money. All right, they look at you as money. All right, the King of Pentacles, like I said, the money with the head. You got your head on straight, but here it go. Money's gonna start coming in really good, but they still want you to keep your head together with this, you know, because you're gonna have a lot of, like you said, toxic family members. Yeah, like I was just mentioning, you're gonna have a cousin. You could have family members that just want to knock on your door, pull up to your house out of nowhere because they see you abundant and they want to borrow something of yours. No. We don't do that. Hey, girly, how are you? I'm sorry, I've been MIA. I've been doing overtime. I took overtime. So, yeah. Y'all know when I do overtime, that thing be putting me out sometimes. So, yeah, I haven't been, but I got y'all tonight, though. And I got some more cards. I've been building up, so don't feel like I don't be not thinking about y'all. I got some cards, okay? I got new cards. All right, so, yeah. But you got the King of Wands energy. This is the energy. You looking good. You looking good. And that's why they're trying to juggle this situation. This could be a lover. Or this could be someone dealing with your love emotions. Okay? Yes, I got to. I got to. Y'all get y'all money too. Get y'all money too. Get up on your high horse and get that money. Okay? Because that is going to bring the balance. That's what they want you to marry. That is what's going to make you happy. Okay? Not this heartbreak. Okay? This heartbreak, this person coming in very fast. Tama, don't you see me on my bike? Don't you see me making an effort? I got my sword up. I got my helmet on. This person got their helmet on because they don't know what to expect. Because when you're in this head, when you in your headspace and you got your money together and you realize that you can actually make love to yourself, that's why it makes you look good. You look so good. Someone could be like, who is over there in your corner? You know how you look so good and so put together that somebody think it's somebody else that's taking care of you and you taking care of yourself. That's what it is. You taking care of yourself. You taking care of your kids. You taking care of the uniqueness of your home, the uniqueness of your life. You realize that you had to bring the sun in. You know how like back in the day, it was little cartoons and they had the thing where they had to bring the sun. It was like a little funny cartoon where it would be cloudy on this side and then it was sunny on the other side. And then the person would go fetch the sun and go bring it to on their side. That's what you did. You realize you had to go fetch, get up on your high horse. You might have to go take some trips. Okay? Go take some trips for yourself. You got up on your high horse. You look good too. Uniform. Uniform makes you feel like you put together. Okay? You put together. You unique as well. And you might be traveling with your kids too. Not only that, but your kids look good too. How about that? You look good and your kids, because you know you got some little shady people, okay, that look good, but their kids don't. You look good and your kids look good. You look good and the abundance that you bring in your family, everything that you brought that come through you, all look good. You come good. And then you got Every Time playing from Cardi B, because at the end of the day, every time she pop out, every time her kids pop out, you can't say nothing about that, okay? You ain't gonna ever see her like on that, okay? Every time. So that's the energy that you gotta give every time. Every time you feel like you down, realize that you are the one that's bringing. Every time you feel down, go fetch that goddamn sun. Bring that sun over there to you every time. Every time, all right? Here you go. I got some little cards. They scratched off, but I wasn't going to scratch them off, but they got a little energy. Let's tap into these. I was playing with these a little bit for myself. These are new cards. You know, on Wednesday, I'll be going to my little Amazon thingy, and they got like Dollar Wednesday. Y'all need to find y'all one. I'm pretty sure they got one. Because Amazon is most definitely making a good profit off of that. Yeah. And then I like the colors. They're very neutral. Okay, I'm feeling like somebody's painting their house. Oh, their living room. Maybe you're painting your living room. You're trying to think of, you got, what's that like color? What's the color samples that you get at like Lowe's or Home Depot? You know what I'm saying? That's what make me think about that. But yeah. This make me think about that. You probably got to get some samples before you just go ahead and paint your wall, okay? It says, dream in ink. Let adventures call your name, okay? Inspiration, motivation, and indoors. It's so funny because I was just talking about color paint, and it's talking about ink. Ink is basically another word for paint, okay? Also, so maybe you're always indoors, or maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to go home. And, you know, some people can get that way. Let's start changing our house around if you're able to. You know, if not, we were talking about that another live, doing peel and stick, you know. People doing it all the time, okay? It's starting to be a little thing, all right? Maybe you're starting to see something online that's going to motivate you. Or maybe you're going to start getting that motivation, okay? All right, it said, dine under the skies where solitude feels like freedom. Okay, hold on. But it said, dine under the sky where solitude feels like freedom. Peaceful and outdoors. So here you go. You might be always indoors. It's time for you to go outdoors. And it's also giving me the colors. This brown, and now it's like a little pinkish. Okay, pink. When you move into pink, that's self-love. When you move into pink, that's just love. That's just giving you the pink and yellow gives me that energy. I love pink and yellow. Those are my favorite colors. But yes, and it's also saying peaceful. Okay, so maybe it's as simple as going to do a little picnic, okay? Sitting outside in your backyard if you have one. You get what I'm saying? In your front yard if you have one. You know, a nice neighborhood park or something like that where you can be able to have solitude, because it said where solitude would feel freedom. So they don't want you to just put yourself anywhere. Put yourself where you feel comfortable, but they also want you to go outdoors, okay? It is coming to that time that we can go outside and enjoy that sunlight, okay? Ooh, I just noticed they have numbers. Y'all know I love numbers. Okay, you got 31 and 24. I said 34. So someone could be 31 or 34. 24 as well. Also, apartment 24. You live on the second floor on apartment floor, or the fourth floor. Maybe on the fourth floor. Okay, third floor, first apartment. Okay. Also, it says let color dance where the words fall silent. Okay, that is so interesting because it said let color dance where the words fall silent. Walls are silent, but the walls, when they say if the walls could speak, those type of words, if the walls could speak, they're probably telling you, hey, spice up this wall, you know? Maybe it's like it feels silent. It feels like everything you're just feeling, because it's saying fall silent. So slowly the house is starting to get that way where you're not really trying to be in the house all the time. And they're saying maybe you need to bedazzle your sanctuary. Always remember your home is supposed to be your sanctuary. Okay, so dress it the way you need to. Like, do it what you feel best. And if you don't have if you're sharing a home, dress wherever your living space, wherever you feel free at, wherever your freedom is supposed to be at, dress it up. As simple as, I would say, maybe you only got a bed in the house. Go get you a nice little comforter, you know, and dress that comfort up. I remember it was a moment that I had to share a dorm, as simple as that. And I had to dress my side up, and she just kept her side. What she wanted to do? But, you know, but I had to realize that I had to spice up mine, because keeping the white walls was not going to work out for this sister over here. I was going to be like, I don't want to be in there. So maybe you got white walls, let's spice it up. If not, you can't put nothing on your walls as far as in paint. Put beautiful coloring of paintings and stuff like that. I feel that energy. They're saying creativity, joy, indoor, outdoor. So here you go. Spice up your indoor and spice up your outdoor. Okay, so spicing up the indoor of your home and also spicing up your outdoor. Okay. Woo, you on the wrong blue shoe. Blue shoe. It makes me think of Mushu off of Milan. Who likes Milan? I like Milan. Ooh, you know, Bath and Body Works has their little sale about to go on sale. I think Milan is a collection. Just on the side note. Anyway, it says inhale. Okay, inhale, exhale. All will no longer belong. Okay, so they're saying relax, center, indoor, outdoor energy once again. Okay, now it's in the light blue energy. So maybe now that you're speaking, no, here you go. Now that you're changing up your life, you're slowly starting to speak up with your voice. Maybe you're voicing your opinions now. Okay, maybe you're realizing, hey, I'm tired of being in a home. I'm tired of being in the house. I'm ready to spice it up. Hey, I'm tired of the house looking like this. Let's spice it up. This could be the situation that's time for you to be a little bit more vocal. Okay, the thing is, you get stronger. The more you voice your opinion or voice who you are as a person, the stronger that you get. Okay, ignore everything else. Okay, also 1235. Okay, your apartment 12. Okay, also apartment 5, apartment 3. Okay, you could be also just 35, 24, 31, or something took place in 2021. Okay, let's stop out of that one. But yeah, I feel the energy of like, it's just like they're telling you, if you're indoors, let's go outdoors. And if you're outdoors, it's time to spice up your indoors. Because maybe the reason, I don't like being at home. Why you don't like being at home? Your home's supposed to be your sanctuary. Everybody loves to come home, okay? And if it's not that, why not? Okay? And let's try to work on that, Let's fix that. What can we do to fix that? All right? Oh, no, Michael has not came out. Hey, Nor, how are you? Okay, here goes some more new cards. Okay, these are little bags that I stole from the little thing. Let me stop saying stole, because I most definitely didn't steal it. I just asked her, could I use these with this? I was like, trying to get these. Can I come with these? She's like, sure. Because other than that, they're going to throw it away. Okay. What they say, another person's trash is another person's treasure. It's cool. Okay, congratulations. You almost there. Ooh, and you said June the 12th? You see 12? You see the 12? Okay, it said let color dance where silence is falling. So maybe it's time for you to go outside. Get some color in your life, all right? Just put it right there, baby. Okay? Spice up your life, okay? Maybe it's been a little dull. Maybe been a little neutral, okay? It's the summertime. Let's go outside. Let's enjoy the sun, okay? Here we go. We got the Jack of Hearts. Now, I did go into a little bit more energy of the hearts, okay? I have put my little side notes. Y'all know me. So, the hearts is basically cups, okay? It's a cup energy. Also, that is the meaning of love, emotion, empathy. It's also symbolizing the female. Okay, I'm also feeling like maybe the female that you're dealing with starts with the letter J. Hey, love, how are you, twin? Okay, also hearts is the west, so someone could live on the west side, all right, or this person is feeling a little bit on the western energy, so maybe someone's a little cowboyish, okay, a little country. I'm feeling a little bit getting up on it. Makes me think about the horse, because we did talk about the horse, so somebody don't mind getting on a horse, or maybe this person got a horse. I'm just saying. All right, water sign energy, so that's what a Pisces, Cancer, and a Scorpio as well. Okay, summertime is in this energy of the J of Hearts. Okay, also red. I'm wearing red. Okay, it says, what's a favorite childhood memory and why does it stand out to you? Remember, I said always I love horses. That's what's up. But I always say keep your journals. Keep your journals, J for journals, on standby. So that could be a journal entry. So that taps into your inner child energy, okay? What is a favorite childhood memory? Maybe it could have been a memory. Maybe you rode a horse, randomly. That's random for you, twin. But as a child, maybe it was something that stood out from you, okay? Or maybe it was a situation as a child that you actually had a moment to stand up on your high horse. What made that feel good? Like what was the storyline, honestly? What was the climax for that situation? What led to you to get up on your high horse? And what made you stay there, and what made you come off of it. Because, you know, childhood is where we really get into our high horse energy. We're so bold. We're so daring, right? But then it would be someone that takes us off that high horse. It would have been an event that took you off your high horse. What took you there? I feel like that should be an intro journey for yourself. You get what I'm saying? To write that down. Figure that out. That would be tapping into your inner child. Okay? Because I remember I had to tap into that energy as well before. Was like, what took me off my high horse? Because I was a little hustler. Okay? My mama used to do hair bows. She used to create hair bows for myself. And it was a time I was tired of wearing hair bows. And she was going to throw them away. No, I'm about to go sell them to the teachers. Okay? And I started selling to the teachers and stuff like that. So, but what brought me back down there where I was so afraid, you know, because it was a moment that I ended up getting afraid of chasing, you know, like chasing the money. What was the energy? What's making you be afraid of chasing the money? Okay. And that's going with the energy of dream in ink. Okay, let adventures call your name. Okay, that is confirming that energy right there. So it could be a situation where you're trying to figure out why my adventure life is not calling me. You know, I used to want to jump off a goddamn airplane. I want to go hike. I used to want to climb a rock. What took me off that high horse? What took you off that high horse? For real? What really did? And if so, let's find that. Let's find what did that. Let's go fix it. And then let's go back into go back in the drawing board and figure out what's going on. Okay? That's confirming that energy, because that's the hearts. That's more of the energy of like just love. Like they said, you know, love, emotion, empathy. Okay? So maybe you're having empathy for yourself. You're trying to empathize for these reasons of why you're not adventurous. Oh, I remember when I did it, and then somebody told me I couldn't do it. Okay, well, that person ain't around you no more. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. Once we do it, let's see what we said about it. Not what they said. Let's see what we said about it. Okay? Let's get back up on that high horse. Okay? Get up on that horse. Whoop. Okay? That's going into the energy right here. It says, let the color dance where the words are silent. And we got hearts again. Okay. Also, this is 3 of hearts. Okay. So the 3 of hearts is more of the 3 of cups. All right. Little by little. We don't have a lot of energy in this energy right now. We don't have our emotions in here. We're only giving them 3, because we can make it up to 10 of cups. Right. We can make it up to 9 of cups. Right. We can get it barely there. But we don't got much of our energy in this. Right. We don't really have it. But they're saying, let the color, let the light shine. Because when you think of colors, I want you to think of colors like this. And this is you. Look at the colors that's within you. All right. You have several colors. You have a lot of colors within you. Right. So the energy of that, when they're saying let the colors dance where the silence fall, where are your what chakras are closed? What chakras are silent? What colors are silent? Okay. They're saying only 3, maybe 3 of your colors are only 3 of yours are open. And which ones are open? And let's open the rest of them up. Okay. Energy protection. We got to protect it, because there's so many people out here that are going to see so much of your colors. Ooh, your color's so light. Dim your light. No. You move out the way. If not, go put some shades on. Okay? When people can't be in the sun, what they do? Put shades on, right? People can't handle the sun. They go in shade. So you go in the shade. Don't tell me to go in the shade. I'm adjusting to the light perfectly fine. Okay? Why? Because I open my crown. I open my third eye. I open my throat. I open my heart. Okay? And they're telling you, let's open up that heart. Maybe you only 3 notches to that heart. Maybe that's what they're telling you. Okay? And the solar plex, I open that sacral, and I open the root. Okay? All right? And they saying, now I'm able to dance. Now I'm able to feel my energy. I'm no longer able to feel in silent, but I'm creative. Because, you know, when you open up yourself and you start feeling your colors, you start feeling what they say. Oh, she acting colorful now. Or, oh, she showing her true colors. No, she was showing you exactly who she is. Now it's up to you if you want to handle that color or not. It's up to you if you want to put that color in your back. Okay, on your spinning wheel. Okay, but they said the energy for this one It says, what's your favorite way of spending a rainy day? Okay, what is your favorite way of spending a rainy day? Rainy day is emotion. Most people don't like rainy days, right? Rainy days also thinks of tears, emotions, right? Crying, all right? The energy of that. But they're saying, what is going to be your favorite? What makes the rainy day feel like, oh, I like this rainy day? That's the energy. You say laying up. Yeah. Well, they're telling you maybe laying up could be that energy. It's always good to rest your chakras sometimes too. You get what I'm saying? Watch maybe you always busy. You a busy bee? Yeah, you are. You a chef, right? We a chef, right? We cook. So cooking creates busy. You got to be busy. You got to be multitask. All right. But yeah, so maybe something's going to feel like empathy in a moment of when your emotions are a little down. They're telling you, I don't want to take that, but because I wasn't thinking, but it could be emotions that's coming in where they're wanting you to have a little bit of empathy with this situation, but don't give them too much, because it's also making me think about the energy of the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups could be where this person wants you to bring a little bit, you know. I'm just saying, if people don't know how to do math, right? Because it's now make me think. Because I said you can get 10 of cups, right? And I told you firsthand, this person could give you a lot of options. That's 7 of cups. What we got right here? 3. What they got right there? 3. 3 of cups energy. So they're confirming to tell you this person could be coming in the energy of trying to silence your colors. Silence one of your chakras. They're seeing you too colorful for me. You too bold for me. You too open. You too awake for me. We gotta close. Let's see which one we want to close, okay? It could be that energy at this time. Yeah. That's what that was. That's what that energy is. You too bold for me. You too colorful for me. You too in your true colors for me, that I can't be in my colors when I'm around you. Because then now it makes me think about the sun. Because then I tell you, you realize that the energy, like I said, on that cloudy day, okay, they want you to have the cloudy day. But you realize I got to go fetch that sun. Because that sun been sitting over there too long. That sun been sitting over there too long. That sun haven't came over here to see me. Let me go fetch that sun. Okay? So you realize I had to go fetch the sun. What is your favorite way to spend your rainy day? Oh, my rainy day, I'm going to go fetch that sun, because ain't no way I'm going to sit up in here and think that I'm just going to let everybody go outside and I stay inside because I'm scared. Or I feel like everybody going to be in their emotions, or everybody going to get too emotional because I'm too emotional and too colorful for them. Go fetch that sun. That sun was supposed to be over there for you. The sun, you know, because the sun going to get tired of trying to keep blinding on people that where that sun's supposed to be over there with you. The sun only goes with where the sun needs to go. The sun is supposed to be there for the trees to be brighter, the trees to grow and be blossoming. The sun is supposed to be there for the grass to keep growing. And we say, dang, I just cut this grass 2 weeks ago. But guess what? That sun came over there and lightened up that grass. And they say, I'm going to keep growing. I don't care if you keep cutting me. I'm going to keep growing. That's the energy that I want you to keep being the grass. And they like, I'm feeling the energy of maybe this is a situation where you can't avoid them, but you can control your emotions around them. Okay? You can't avoid them, but you can control your emotions around them. And it's so interesting that I would say that. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I'm sorry. That was my youngest. My oldest. All right. Also, that Scorpio energy as well. So something could take place during Scorpio time. All right. Also, it could be the situation where somebody wants you to be they want you to be a little bit more creative. When you go into your down state, be creative with it. Here we go. The moment, have you ever thought about the moment that you were so down? Like, I'm talking about past tense. You were really, really down. What brought you back up? What brought the sun over there to you? And they're telling you they want you to continue you to keep pushing to that energy. Okay, just get put, like, that's what the energy is giving. Like, just keep pushing to that energy. You know, everybody had their lowest and everybody has their highest. Everybody have their medium. It makes me think about Michael Jackson. You want to be starting something, you know, it get higher to lower. What he said, they get high or get over, it get up, it get under. You stuck in the middle. Noah, don't jump, don't get at me, because Noah know the words what they mean. But it's making me think of that energy, okay? But let's go into the next card of energy here, okay? You got the Queen of Diamonds, okay? Okay, Queen of Diamonds. Diamonds is pentacles, okay? So we decided to get out of our emotions. We realized that we gotta, no, here goes, not get out of our emotions, because no, we can't get out of our emotions, because emotions either sad, mad, that's no matter what, our emotions are our emotions. So we can't really get out of the emotions, but we can control our emotions. But we can allow people to get, I can give you a little cup of this. I can give you a little cup of this emotion. That's as much as I'm going to give you. I'm not going to give you nothing else. Okay? So now that now controlling our emotions, right? We're realizing that a lot of people want our emotions. They want our feelings. They want our judgment. We're now, then I say we got out of that. We started juggling our money. We started getting into our high horse and getting into our money, right? So now here go the pentacles. That's the diamonds. All right, that's health, wealth, physical. So we're going to the gym now, maybe going to the gym, you know, right and early, okay? Bright, or before you go to bed, in between your job, you're figuring out, you know, you're creating that queen of sword energy, but the queen of sword is not out here yet, but the Queen of Swords did come out before, and it was basically making that judgment call, okay? And it said, what are the 3 things on your bucket list? I like that. What is the 3 things on your bucket list that's going to make you become the Queen of Pentacles? That's what I'm feeling. What are the 3 little goals that's going to make you to your big goal? Sometimes you got to start small. So I get that you want to go up to the highest piece. I know that you can take a kite and, you know, drag yourself on a string and hope that your balance can go up there and you can just jump without climbing up that mountain. Being adventurous, right? Getting into that, being bold, okay? We got to take small steps sometimes, okay? Because sometimes when we take too much of a big step and we fall short a little bit, we forgot how to make it up back to there, because we done skip all the other skills. That's no different than someone lying on their resume. You get what I'm saying? And they skip the skills, and then you don't find out until they got into the job force. And he's like, you said on your resume that you could do this, you know? It's that type. So sometimes it's not, let's not avoid, sometimes it's not good to avoid, you know, avoid the small goals, avoid the little triggers, avoid the lack of sleep sometimes, because once we get into those voids of hitting rock bottom, we'll learn not to go back down there no more, right? So they're saying, what are the 3 things that are on your bucket list, okay? And that's going to get you to your Queen of Pentacles, okay? Also, with the Queen of Pentacles, which is the diamonds, you can also live on the east side, okay? Or they're telling you to move eastern to the situation, because we had west energy at first. So now they're telling you to move east. So maybe somebody's relocating. So maybe you're from the West Coast and now you're on the East Coast. Maybe you're on the East Coast, now you're on the West Coast. I'm feeling that. Maybe you're doing a drastic relocation, or you are moving somewhere in just local. You know, maybe you live on the east side, maybe you live on west east or east west. What is that? Whatever, you know, they word it and stuff. It could be a situation where you're just moving and you're moving on the across town is what I'm feeling, okay? Also, home is the diamond, okay? The Queen of Diamonds is home. You are the queen. That's also make me feel of the Empress. You are the head of household. You are the one who can run the household alone, because you got the king. Now makes me think of, you got the Queen of Swords, because they could have put you in the Knight of Swords, you know, because, you know, a Knight of Swords could still, because you're a warrior, right? You can, but you're in and out, though. But the Queen, you're settled. So not only that, but you also, the Queen of Swords and the Empress. So this is the Queen of, like, they're just telling you, not only are you the Queen of Swords already in that energy, you're the Empress, okay, head of household. Now you are owning your house, as far as in maybe you're moving up to, maybe it's time for me to take ownership of something, take ownership of my home, which is the colors. When I'm telling you about the colors, your chakras, take ownership of your home, take ownership of your emotions. Okay, I gotta realize I am the queen. Also, the queen energy, the Queen of Diamonds, also gives you the earth. Okay, earth is grounding. Earth is go outside. Okay, you might be telling somebody, come outside, meet me outside where the sun is shining, because I'm no longer in your vampire energy, because a vampire has to stay in the house. They can't come outside at suntime. And then when you deal with a vampire energy, right, and you start showing yourself, you start being your true colors, you shine too much for this vampire. I can't be around you. You're killing me, right? Because you don't need garlic. You just need yourself. You don't need extra things. You just need yourself. Yourself is the light. Your light is going to dim the vampires in your energy. Just shine. Shine. Okay? That's why they're telling you, find that favorite spot that puts you in your downness. What makes you get out of that? Think about that. Okay? And then on top of that, when you're around certain people, are they putting you down? Who are they? That's that question. Who are they? That's the energy that I feel like you need to start being patient with yourself, with your emotions too. Okay? Because you got the Jack of Hearts and then the Three of Hearts. Be patient with your emotions. I feel like sometimes we want to just jump into a situation. We just want to give them all of our... I used to be just like that. You know, I'm going to be honest. Because I would say, I'm going to give someone 100% of my trust. I had to realize I can at least give them 90, sorry, damn, D, don't do that. 90%, you know, give them 90% of my trust, right? And then you got ordinary people playing. Because we just ordinary people. I have to realize I can't give them 100% of my trust, right? Because when the moment that they go down, because I just made them do a jump start, right? I done took them to the peak without them even letting them build up to my 100%. You know, so you got to pay attention to that. Don't just give them the jack of all trades, okay? You got to give them a piece of them. I get it. Give them 3 levels. Take them, give them steps. Give them 3 steps. Only 3 steps. Only 3 steps. Don't give them too much. Only 3 steps and let them grow up to it. Why? Because you had to build up to this. You had to build up to being a queen. You had to build up to be a king. You had to build this up. So allow them to build up to being into your emotions. It took a lot for you to become this strong emotional person. It didn't come overnight, and you weren't born with it. You was, but people put you down, and you realize that, right? Because you realize people are ordinary. You realize you're ordinary, but then you realize I was only ordinary when I kept being around the people that was ordinary. But then I realized I kept tapping into my chakras, and I started talking to people. So I started using my 3rd chakra. Okay? I started talking to people. All right? I started giving them a little bit of my emotions. And, you know, started talking to people inside and outside. I started talking to people that I felt like was home to me. And I started talking to people who wasn't home. You know, because I started talking to people who were home to me because it's making me feel like indoor, outdoor. So indoor, meaning people who knew about me. They grew up with me. They knew everything about me. So now I'm starting talking to them about my emotions, talking about how I'm growing, how I'm growing up to being this light that's shining. I'm realizing that I love myself. I'm realizing that things are starting to build up for me. You know, I'm realizing that I had to be in control of my journey, right? You're starting to realize that. You're starting to be the queen. You're starting to be the head of the castle, okay? Head ownership. Now, let me think about ownership. We're realizing we need to start taking ownership of our kingdom, our castle, okay? Our chakras, all right? They got We got chakras, and some people want to cut them chakras off. You're too bright to be around them, but they want to be around you because they've been around you this whole time, and you wasn't this bright. You wasn't this bright. They've been around you this whole time, and you wasn't giving them all of this. Now you're giving this. Where is this coming from? This came from growth. This came from pain behind closed doors. Okay? Because sometimes you have to realize that you can't talk to everybody about your pain. You know, you got to give people little by little. All right, last one, when it's talking about inhaling and exhaling. So now we're taking a deep breath. We're starting to see things in light. Okay? Now we're going back. Then we got the diamonds. Okay? But we got the 9 of diamonds. Okay, and that's the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles came out, right? And I already told you before, the 9 of Pentacles is the energy where you look like this. You look like the 9 of Pentacles. So here you go. Behind closed doors, you might not be that. Right? Behind closed doors, you might be at the 4 of Pentacles. Right? But you look like you're the 9 of Pentacles. That's why they're looking at you as this energy, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. You're the head of household. You're able to take care of everything. You're able to be abundant. You're able to go to work. You're able to wash your ass. Okay? You're able to continue to look good, smell good. Okay? You're not looking beat down, because you got some people that can have money and still look beat down. They look like they should take a break. They look like, I think you need a day off. You know, it's those energies. You don't look like that. Okay? You look like you are put right where you supposed to be in that sun. That whole time. On that rainy day, you was miserable, writing, staying indoors, trying to figure out where your adventure is at, while you see everybody going fume past you. Wait a minute. Didn't I say I wanted to do that? How'd you do that before me? Fume. How'd you do that? Because you was over there with them vampires. You was in the house. Go outside in the sun. The vampires can't be in the sun. That's how you gonna get it out. That's how you gonna get them away from you. Be in the sun. Be in the sun energy. Be your own light. Okay? Be this. Be the light. This is you. When all these light up, that's one colorful motherfucker. Okay, they will say that. You are one colorful, bold person. When you open all these colors, these are a lot of colors. These are colorful. Okay? When you open that, people can't touch you. The vampires can't get a hold of that. They can't hunt. They can't touch that. They only know what happens when you're on a rainy day. They only know when you're in your 3 of cups. Okay? When you're down, you're not yourself. You're staying in the house. You don't want to wash. You're crying, you know, or complaining. You might not cry. You might be complaining, you know? They love that. They love when you call them complaining about your life. Don't call complain about their life. They love when you call them complaining about your life. You know? It says, if you could chat with your future self, what advice would you ask for? Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Because I told you, it's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about me. That's what you got to tell yourself. It's all about me. It's all about you. It's all about you. They said if you could chat with your future self, not your friends, not your brother, not your sister, not your great aunt from across the way, not your neighbor, not your co-workers. It said if you could have had a chance to chat with yourself, your future self. So this is a part where right now we're right here in the 3, but we're sitting there in that, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. Nah, they're saying, oh, you can do it. They said your future self and keep watching you and keep telling you, get your ass up. Get your ass up. You know, it's like, think about yourself right now, currently. Let's talk about that. Just, you know, because some people like to live in the present. So here you go. Let's talk about the present. If you were right now in the present and you thought about your past situation, they talked about your childhood memories. Let's talk about the childhood memories then. Your past situation right now, you had something that took place in your childhood memory that took you off your high horse, like I told you, right? Okay? if you were right there and they took you in your past back in 19, something, okay, or in the early 2000s, okay, they took you back there right now, and you seen that same event, what would you tell yourself? What would you tell yourself when you're in the lowest? Because right now, when you see yourself, you're there, but currently you're here or you're here. You get what I'm saying? You're either in your queen or you're getting up there. Okay, you might not be there, but you're getting up there. But if you had a moment to go back, if someone gave you a clips of something that put you down when you now in your highest, what would you tell yourself? Wouldn't you tell yourself, get up, stop crying? You got this. Don't let them, they're not even going to be your friend 4 years later. They're not even going to be your friend 4 months later. They're going to cheat you out of something 4 times in your whole entire life. What if you could give yourself that option? What if you had that moment? Think about it like that. If you had that moment, think about just like your next 4 years. Okay? Your next 4 years. How much talk do you want to have with yourself? How much motivation do you want to give to yourself to let them know, like, hey, we could have did this. No, we're going to make it up there. Because they said you're going to make it up there. You're in the queen. You're in the queen. You're head of household. You're going to make it up there. You're in your 9. You're in the head of household energy. And if you're not there, hey, maybe you're a little co-pilot. It's okay. You can be a co-pilot. Okay? You could be a co-pilot in the head of household. You got to, hey, what they say, the master always had an overseer energy, right? Okay, the king always had a queen. Okay, the president always has like a vice president. So it's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're not a head of household. Maybe you tell me I ain't trying to be no head of household, baby. I don't blame you because these jobs kicking my ass. Okay, but I don't blame you with that. Maybe you tell me I don't want to be a head of household, but I don't mind being at least the co-pilot of the household. Cool, that's the wife. Okay. Or that's the one that's going to be able to balance the finances, okay? Maybe the money got to come through you, all right? Hey, all right? That makes me think of Trina. Trina said that. She said, all his paychecks come to me, okay? That's bittersweet, because sometimes that can lead into control. Just saying. I'm just saying. Sometimes that can lead into control. Let's go into some randoms, okay? Let's get it. All right? This person, he has a deep voice. Okay. Someone has a deep voice. Okay. I guess we want these. Okay. Sunny day. How about that? So on this rainy day, it's going to be a sunny day. And you see how that flip? Like, I want you to come catch this one. Come catch this message. Sunny day. It says you just need to take a step back. Didn't I tell you? Take a step back. Hey, that sun been over there a little too long for you, baby. Let me go catch that sun because the sun didn't know I was over here. Because sometimes when you stuck in the dungeon, it makes me think about, what was it with the Cinderella situation, right? How she had to lock her away like a vampire, right? She had to put her away so she couldn't see her son. The son that was in her life, the sun energy that was going to make her life the better future for her, right? So on this sunny day, they're telling you, take a step back. Take a step back. Try to figure out what's causing that little dullness. If you're having that rainy day, that's if you're having this day, okay? They're telling you if you take a step back, you will move into the sunny day. You probably just got to talk to your higher self, okay? Tell yourself, hey, what's going on? What's going on with today? Okay, you could also have somebody that's going to come in. He got a deep voice. He might come in, give you that sunny day energy. All right. He might give you that energy that you could just take a step back from life. Take a vacation. Take a woosah. Okay. Woosah. Woosah. That makes me think of Bad Boy. Okay. It's time to buy a new laptop. Okay. Maybe this person with the deep voice, it's time for you to buy a new laptop. Okay. It says improving your crown. I like it. Because I was just telling you, someone is trying to tamper with your chakras. Okay. This person could hit you up on Instagram. All right. Or you have an Instagram account, or someone's trying to capture. Because Instagram makes me think of the icon of the camera. Someone could be trying to capture a moment with you, or they're trying to capture feelings, okay? But they're trying to tell you improve your crown, which is your brain. All right. Also, dark chocolate can help. Green tea, blueberries, red grapes, red onions, apple, spinach, salmon, walnuts, spinach, and eggs. Okay. I'm also feeling like somebody's trying to act like they got amnesia. Okay. They said you were my best friend. All right. Someone bet on sports, bet on the sport game. Maybe your best friend likes to bet on sport games. Or you and your best friend bets on sport games together. Y'all used to hit hey yo, what you betting on? Who you doing? Nah, man, why would you do that? Okay? Maybe this person probably likes to hit you up because you got a better conscience. You can't, and you got permission plan. Yeah, maybe this person actually likes to call you up for betting sports just to get your permission. Honestly, they don't even really know. They just, you said that's true. Yeah, I'm feeling like this person don't even feel confident. They don't got, their crown ain't strong enough. So you could be that person that they always leaning on you. Like I told you, the vampire, right? That person that, what they're saying on that rainy day, what are you doing? Why are we even in a rainy day? Let's be in a sunny day. We don't want no rainy days. I mean, I love rain. I do love rain. But at the same time, I do understand what is the purpose of the sun. Okay? So it's the energy of that. Okay? They said you will take up for them. Okay. So you probably are taking up for this person. Maybe because you have a better mindset. You're probably in a better headspace than them. Maybe because they're in a rainy day and you're probably in a sunny day. So maybe you're a little bit more pure in conscience than this person is. So you're able to take up for them. Maybe you're taking up for someone that is like a best friend to you. Okay. Maybe this is going to be like a bet. Okay, y'all also, you could have played sports, or you're a sport player. Okay. Or someone could be wanting you to take up for them. Okay. Because it's saying what the song Permission's playing. Okay. So permission, that means that I got to go ask for it. I can't go with my own thing. I have to ask for a yes or a no. So I feel like somebody's like asking for advice. Okay. And they're probably telling you, you might need to take a step back on this real quick. Like, don't just jump into it. Like I tell you before, sometimes we can just give them the kite, or we can give them the, what's the little thingy that makes you jump high up in the sky. We could just let them jump. We could be giving them advice when they need to learn how to go up there to the top. Okay. It says, I have enough, I know enough, and I am enough. Okay. I have enough, I know enough, I am enough. Why? Because you improved your chakras, which is the crown. That's the heaviest thing that we need to work on. Okay. The heaviest thing that we need to work on. Okay, but they also say if they can get a hold of your emotions, the next step, they can get a hold of your crown. Okay, so yeah. You got trail. Someone could have trail in their address. Okay, or something could just be smaller. Often unpaved road. Okay, a windy route, or wooden. Okay, so something could be a rocky road for you. Okay, maybe this was a rocky road for you. Maybe this friendship, this connection. Right? Maybe you're capturing, like I was telling you, childhood. We're tapping into childhood. Maybe the childhood was a rocky road for you. Okay? Maybe so rocky you end up being like you had to hold off. Okay? Someone's losing weight in 21 days. Okay? Or maybe you will start feeling lighter in 21 days. It could be lighter in the sense of literally losing weight, or just life in general. Maybe because that energy of making me feel like this step, taking a step back. Okay, taking a step back is withdrawing. You know what they say, retreat, retreat. That's the only time when retreat comes is when you realize, yeah, it's too many, it's more of them and less of you energy. Okay, so they're telling you and within 21 days you could feel a little lighter. Okay, maybe because you retreated from a situation, you withdraw, you withheld from your emotions. Like I told you before, stop giving these people 10 of your cups. Okay, queen of your cups, give them 3 cups. Give them three, yeah, shit, give them 1. Because the page of cups is 1. And that was the Ferris wheel energy, right? Because I told you, somebody could take you on the Ferris wheel and you're like, when we gonna get off? And you're gonna realize that they never wanted you to get off. They never even wanted you to be in that energy where they had to put you on the Ferris wheel to control you over here like a hamster wheel, okay? Parkway. You could have Parkway in your address, okay? Also, landscape, major, okay? A radiant energy, multiple lanes. Okay, so you could have multiple options, making me think of the 7 of Cups. Okay, also somebody could be vegan. Okay, someone had a little thing, a little 1-2 in the car. Okay, they said car sex. Okay, a little 1-2 in the car. Or maybe you haven't done this before, because it's making me think of vegan and car sex. So maybe you haven't done that before. Okay. Maybe in 21 days, you're going to tap into your inner child. Maybe you wanted to do that. Maybe you did that when you was 21. Okay? 21, you did that. That was your first time having car sex. At 21. Maybe that thing was so good. Why is these cards coming out? It's kind of early for this. You got WAP. Okay? So good. It was so good. Maybe this is you, fellas. Okay? Maybe the last time you had car sex is in 2021. It was so good. You give me the sweetest taboo. Okay, tattoos. Somebody have tattoos, or they have a tattoo that kind of stands out to you. You might need to ask questions, okay? Or maybe the tattoo is like detailed, but I don't know. I feel like somebody got a tattoo that you might have to ask a question. You know, that is so funny that I'm thinking of that. Because I remember I had to ask a question to one of my ex, right? My ex, he had a tattoo way before we talked, and it was an anchor. And I was like, where you get that from? Because I'm like, you don't fish. You don't do no boat. You hardly swim. Where you get the anchor from? Where you get it from? Found out that he had a matching tattoo with another shawty that got an anchor on hers, and hers got a little different. So y'all got matching tattoos. So this a matching tattoo. So hey, it might be a tattoo that could stand out for y'all, okay? And then you got messenger. I'm just the messenger. Okay, it could be a tattoo that kind of keeps pulling on your energy. It's probably because it has an energy attached to that tattoo. Did that make sense? I hope y'all caught that. I'm just saying, I hope you caught that, because sometimes it's not just sometimes it's not a name. Okay, it's not, people don't do names sometimes. Some people got little symbols, little 1-2. So you probably could be paying attention to a tattoo, and this tattoo keep like, why? It's because it's the energy that was drawn to that tattoo when it was created. Okay, this is temporary. So this could be a situation that's temporary for you anyway. So you ain't even tripping about it. Okay, cool. My bad. You ain't even tripping about it. Okay. Too good for me. Online shopping. Okay. You say you didn't catch it. So here you go. Here you go. So the anchor. The anchor, the tattoo, right? Like I said, it kept grabbing my attention. It was the anchor kept grabbing my attention. Now, mind you, he got a whole sleeve. Now, out of nowhere, why am I paying attention to this one anchor out of all the sleeves? Okay? Like, he has different variety of tattoos. But it was an anchor that kept grabbing my attention. So I was like, where's the anchor came from? And then he was like, oh, it was nothing. But I'm like, okay. I ain't do nothing about it. I ain't trip about it. But the anchor keeps grabbing my attention. Like, what's up with the anchor? So he was like, all right, cool. The anchor, he said me and my ex-girlfriend had got matching anchor tattoos. Now, like I said, he has a whole tattoo, has a whole different things, but something about that anchor. And that's because you literally got that tattoo symbolizing a love, symbolizing some type of connection, some type of like you might as well say I got married type of thing, you know, like a matching wedding tattoo or something like that. Because it's just like, why is the anchor keep? But basically the anchor was quote unquote symbolizing they were going to hold each other down. Oh, well then I need to go, because y'all ever seen, what's that movie? The movie, what's it called, with Taraji in it? Yeah, like, but do that make sense now? Like, sometimes some people get tattoos to get tattoos and it don't bother. But if you really, it's no different than some people get a tattoo of somebody's name. You're gonna ask, hey, whose name is that? But I'm saying some people don't have tattoos of names, but they have like little symbols. Like, who would ever think about the anchor? But it kept grabbing my attention. Like, why you got an anchor out of everything else? You had football, you got music notes, because that's the things he's into. So the anchor, I'm like, you never go fishing, you don't swim, you don't do nothing with water. So what the fuck the anchor got to do with it? The anchor was basically him and his girlfriend had matching tattoos of holding each other down. And it was right there on his heart. Oh, shit. Well, I gotta go. Because if you ain't holding her down, she holding you down. It's just the energy, okay? Somebody going back home. All right, maybe it's something home. Okay, somebody be going back home because maybe somebody holding them down at home. All right? I'm just saying. Did you catch that twin now? Like, I'm just saying, you got some people that can pop up with these tattoos and stuff that, you know, yeah. It was just the energy in the tattoo. No different than if you seen someone's name, you know what I'm saying? Or you see, like, somebody's picture of their, like, a whole image of them. It's certain tattoos that make you stand out. Okay, you got celibates. I was trying to say celibacy, but celibate, also stepdaughter or daughter-in-law. Maybe somebody's being celibate until they get married. I'm feeling that energy. Well, you're gonna have a daughter-in-law, or you have a stepdaughter. You could be telling her about celibacy as well. Okay. Somebody going fishing. Or maybe somebody's fishing for information at this current time. Fishing for information, then I flip in confession. Yeah, fishing for information. This could be a male fire sign. Okay, fire sign moon. I do apologize. Okay, emotions are needed. Independently feels safe. So this could be you that feels safe independently, so you don't really need this person emotionally. Okay, but you probably need them physically, okay? But need action. Someone needs action to take place, okay? And then it says, you remind me of my stepmother, okay? This could be a fire moon, okay? This male, they saying you remind them of their stepmother, okay? And then we got the stepdaughter situation. Yeah, maybe his stepmother, their stepmother has a stepdaughter. That's who I'm talking about. Remember, you got a lot of options, okay? You got a lot of options. Okay, it says, yes, it's bitter, but it does get sweet. So something could be a bittersweet situation. Who are you? Okay, somebody could be trying to figure out, who are you? Who are you know, where did you come from? Maybe something's coming in a situation, like I said, bittersweet. So and then I just talked about it. It could be where you don't pay attention to, like, things could be coming in fast, so fast for you. Something could be coming in so fast as far as, and it's very bitter. And then all of a sudden someone said, hey, you know, you wanna step into my daughter's life? You talking about, who the hell are you? Okay, but then all of a sudden it gets sweet. Okay, why? Because you're manifesting. I like that. They say you manifesting, or you manifesting this right now. So here go, Father. Maybe you have a daughter. Okay, you're manifesting a woman who to step in to be a mother to your daughter. She is saying, baby, that's not gonna be more of a stepdaughter to me. She's gonna be more like a daughter-in-law energy. So I feel like this person is gonna be stepping up, but also being very true to the law, commitment also. Okay, so this could be marriage. Okay, like a marriage situation. Black gray hair. Also, you could be a male 30 to 35 years old. Okay, you're manifesting this at this current time. They said go to the beach. I told you somebody look rough. They look like they need to take a break. Okay, they're saying never apologize. Okay, never apologize for 555 change for one. Okay, but also they said never apologize for needing time alone. Never apologize for your priorities. Never apologize for your beliefs. Never prioritize. Okay, so maybe somebody doesn't prioritize this part at this current time, but never apologize for saying no. Okay, never apologize for your opinion. Never apologize for speaking up and telling the truth. Okay, so that's the energy. All right, when you do this, 555 is going to create change. I told you, the moment that you speak up for yourself, you start getting true to yourself. All right, you starting to realize, you know, when that throat chakra come out, hey, we ain't dealing with this. Someone said no more third parties. Okay, 777, that's that good luck. That's what we need, right? We love when they say no more third parties. That's that lucky thing. I done got that apple. All right, strawberry. Somebody going to the casino, because I don't know why the hell I did that, but somebody feel like they getting a jackpot. Okay, somebody could be just risking this. And this also makes me think of casino also. Yeah, somebody like to bet. Somebody have a gambling situation, or they got a big fetish of that. Okay, it says I have access to all the resources I need to survive. Talk about it. Okay, plan a friend. Okay, maybe you the friend that people like to plan things with because you got the resources. I told you that person that they like to pull up to your house and say, hey, can I borrow this? I don't see you playing with that. Okay, I don't see you playing. I don't see you doing this. They said language line. All right, somebody actually used the language line, but they're saying the cleanup crew language line energy. So language line is you need to find someone that speaks the same language as you, baby. Okay, can stay in your lane. All right, somebody could be going to the BJ Hosu whole store. I'm sorry. Okay, the whole wholesale club house. Okay, but I'm also saying whole store, all right? Okay, so outside energy can throw off your goals. Okay, outside energy making me feel of just the energy of the people who want you to go back into the goddamn house. Go back in the house. All right, this could be a male Leo, or you are a male Leo. God rest your soul though, baby. But this song is I wish I never met you. Okay, I wish I never met you. Oh yeah. Okay, somebody got a scar near their neck, or somebody trying to put pressure on you. Okay, somebody said I want to grow old with you. I did tell you the energy of that stepdaughter. Okay, stepdaughter, or daughter-in-law. Okay, you wear press-on nails. They said that's okay, baby. Hold on. Okay, this could be a childhood friend. Maybe this childhood friend is the one who put you down. I'm sorry, my Aries and my Aquarius stepped in. Okay, they realized Big Scorpio had left the building. All right, so it is not okay. It is not your place to reach out. So this person wants to reach out to you. This could be a childhood friend. Okay, or this could be that male Leo, or it could be a male in Leo season for you. She said, I can't miss you anymore. I can't eat. I can't sleep anymore. Didn't I just talk about that? I did talk. Oh my goodness. I just spoke on that. And yeah, you got to tell this person, hey, I can't miss you no more. Because when I was dealing with you, you was a vampire in my life. When I was dealing with you, you drained me. I can't be with you no more. Okay? But it's not your place. Okay? It's not your place to reach out to them. Okay? So don't try to reach out to them. Okay? It says the love between you versus them. Okay? The love between you versus them. It says, I love them, but I am not coming back. You got to let them know. You got to let them know. Okay? Maybe when they were down, you was around, but when you were down, they was not around. Okay? You was probably waiting for that person to walk through the door and stuff. They said, confess to your lady. Okay, fellas? This could be this male. This male confess to your lady, or maybe this male is going to confess to you ladies during Leo season. That could be a good thing and a bad thing, because we also have like saying that, you know, hey, I don't see myself living without you. You know, I've been manifesting too. You know what I'm saying? But this also, you got another energy that's coming in to take you off your game. So here you go. You could be celibate, talking about, oh, I'm celibate until I get married. You can have that good little juicy juice drink that comes in with that 7 of Cups energy that I was telling you about, right? Ooh, I want to take a little sip of that. That look good. I can take it on a test drive. I don't got to buy the car, right? I can just test drive it. Can I test drive it? I mean, if I test drive it, wear gloves, you know what I'm saying, and wear like a plastic thing, all my evidence won't get here, right? You won't know what I got. I took the test drive, right? Is that type of energy? No. Get out the car. Don't even go. Don't even go. Let it be like a Carvana. What is that, Carvana? And I got what? Yeah. 1122 energy. Like I'm trying to tell you. Like, let it be like Carvana. Don't go to the dealership, especially to my ladies. Okay? Don't be going to the dealership trying to pick out your car. Okay? Let the car come to you. Okay? That's just talking. Okay? It says, I love taking pictures with you. So you probably took pictures with them. You also got waist beads, or you could be thinking about this. We're going to wrap this up. You know what? I thank my energies, and I thank my pressure to motivate myself to continue to move on. Because I promise you not, I be so tired, and I be like, I don't want to get on. But then I be in it, okay? You got Y male, okay? Also, somebody could be a fixed sign. That's a Taurus, a Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, okay? Someone could also be stubborn, organized. They tackle problems slowly, okay? Or they get stuck into some situations, okay? Or also they know how to hold down the fort. Hold down the fort is that energy that I was telling you right here, which is that 9 of diamonds, okay? Also, when it's telling you, if you could take a chat with your higher self, what advice would you give yourself, okay? This could be that energy of what you holding down the fork. What advice could you give them to hold down? What advice would you give your higher self to hold down the fork? Is the energy. Okay, let's go into some dice and we're going to wrap this up. Flip a T. I'm feeling the energy that if you're feeling overwhelmed and stuff like that, I think it's time for you to take a break. Like, take a break as far as in like a weekend, you know, just a little weekend trip. Go to the beach. Go somewhere where you can get some water. You know, water is always refreshed. It's always alive. Okay, water is always alive and it always has the memories to hold. Okay, if water can talk, if the walls can talk. Because we were just talking about that. If the walls can talk, it could most definitely tell you, get your ass out. I'm tired of looking at you. The walls is tired of looking at you in your room, in your home, in your living room. Yeah, I'm talking about your bathroom too, okay? Yeah. They want you to get outside. We outside tonight. Okay, my bad. Here we go. Numbers. When we tap into the numbers, we're going to talk. I'm just breaking down. I'm tired of keep repeating it. Okay, but here you go. Numbers. 35, 22, 48, 34, 42, 46. That could be your age. Okay. Also, I'm feeling like your parent was born in 1953, 1943, 1942, 1946. That was so interesting. I was thinking about that because I was like, why these numbers? And I always wanted to put 19. I'm like, most people are not really in that age bracket. but this could be your parents. And it's also making me think about childhood, because I talked about childhood. Okay, so maybe your parent was the cause of it. Okay, also you could be we seem to 22. They say I'm crazy. I know you do. And got me open, baby. I love her, girl. Ah! All right, I'm sorry. August the 4th, April the 3rd, February the 4th, June the 4th, May the 3rd, February the 2nd. Okay? Also 2022. When you love me, and ain't no question about. Somebody could be 6'4" in height. It says when both are planting, okay, when both feet are planted firm, nothing will shake you. Okay, now, if both feet are planted firm, nothing will shake you. Like I said, it's time for us to take that step back. Okay, we might need to loosen up a little bit, loosen up a couple pounds with us by 2000. And then I did talk about, so something could took place in a year. Okay, within that year time frame. I'm trying to find the card where it was saying, but that's stalling my time, girl. Come on now. Okay, let me go. All right, it says when you both put your feet in the ground, you are firm. Okay, so stand on business. 10 feet down, stand on business. Okay, let's go with the numbers. Okay, you got 54, 3, 4, 17, 10, 53. You had a child in 2017, 2010. Okay, 2003, 2004. You could be 54 years old, 53. You could be 5'4", 5'3". Okay, something could take place in October, January the 7th. Okay, your birthday's on the 3rd or the 4th. Okay. Apartment 3, apartment floor. You live on the 3rd floor, the 3rd floor or the 4th floor. Okay. It says at 20 years of age. Where I get this? I never read this one. This one came in. Okay. At 20 years of age, the willing rage. At 30 was wit. And 40 is the judgment. I guess they're talking about so maybe you're in your 40s. Okay. So in your 20s, the 20 years, you were basically out there partying. 30, you started realizing that you got to get your shit together. And then 40, you started making judgment calls. Okay, judgment is making me think of that Queen of Swords energy. So by 40, when you got in your 40s, she's like, hey, I got to make a judgment call. I got to make things smart. Or maybe they're telling you by 40. Or if you are in your 30s, you're trying to move into getting into this, like, what am I going to do in my 40s? Okay. Am I going to be able to have my own house? You know, I'm feeling that energy as well. Okay. Or maybe you are already in your 50s, like I was saying before. You're already in your 50s, and this is probably your lifespan, like what you did in time. Maybe 20s, 30s. Man, I'm feeling 20s and 30s. You were still out there. You weren't even really, it's really 40. Like 40 kind of put you in like, okay, it's time for me to sit down. It's time for me to get put up. Also, maybe you got married in your 20s, in your 30s, or in your 40s. If you, because it's making me think about the stepdaughter. Okay. So maybe that was it too. So maybe you got married during those times. You got a stepdaughter, or you stepped into someone's life. Okay. That had a child and they look up to you. Okay, maybe you were like their son. I'm feeling the person that gave you a hard time, but you were someone that they looked up to. Okay, but it's not your place to reach out to them. I'm feeling that energy of like it could be a situation that you want to reach out to this, but to this energy is not your place to reach out to them. Okay, you got 2, 7, 28, 50, 33, 27. You was born in 1972. Also, you could be just be in your 50s, okay? 1982, apartment 2, apartment 7, okay? April the 7th, March the 3rd, just May in general, February the 7th or February the 8th as well. It says your determination is the testimony of your character, okay? Like I said, there's no sense of us jumping all the way to the peak. Okay, because one day we might just have a moment that we had to break down. How we gonna reach up to the peak if we just jump and skipped all the experience, the lessons, and the blessings? Okay, so yeah, you take ownership when you work for it compared to something getting handed to you. Let's just keep that real. Let's keep that real. Like, for example, I'm gonna beat your ass if you break that. I just spent this much money. You know what I'm saying? But somebody gave her a gift, it broke. Now, it depends on who gave me that. That might bother me. You get what I'm saying? My grandmother bought that for me. You know, my mama bought that for me. My brother, you know, it could be something sentimental, you know? But I'm feeling energy like you take ownership when it's in your hands compared to somebody just handing it to you. Okay? So it could be a situation where you're going to take pride. This could be a situation as far as in you stepping into a child's life. Okay, being a stepfather, being a stepmother. Okay, you're going to take pride into that. You're going to take ownership into that. You're going to take that as though I created that. Okay, and that's going to take you a long way, because I feel like you did create that. You created that in a time manifesting. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You prayed for the husband. You prayed for the wife. Sometimes they're going to come with extra with them that you're going to have to treat it just as much as the thing that you created. Okay, unless you put in a checklist exactly what you don't want. You know, most of the time people don't go with that. We just pay, oh, I just hope that, you know, my husband or my wife be so happy. You know, they love me, they honor me, you know, and we set aside, you know, some people say, oh, I hope they don't got no kids. You know, some people put that in details. But I'm feeling like you will have a moment that this step into your life, this moment where it's gonna be like, who are you? You could be looking at yourself like, who are you? I didn't see myself this 4 years ago. Who am I? You know, I didn't see myself when I was in that cloudy state of mind. So I'm feeling that energy. Okay, so I'm feeling like you're gonna take pride into it because you put your hands and you work this out. You manifest this. This is your ability. These are your options. You took a little dab here and there, but it's your world. Okay, you got 4, 37, 15, 50, 50, 40. I already said 47 and 16. I almost broke my damn nail. I'm sorry. And 16. Okay, you could be apartment 4. Okay, live on the 4th floor. April. Okay, March the 7th, 1973. You're in your 50s. 1951 could stand out as well. That could be the year your parent was born. Okay. Also, 2015, something took place. You could be 5'1" in height. 1974. Okay. April the 7th. Also, your apartment floor, 4th floor, apartment 7, or the 7th apartment. Okay. Also 2016. All right. You could be 61 years old, or you're 6'1" in height. It says you will receive a promotion within the next year. Okay. Promotion could be just a level up. A promotion could be a stepmother, a stepdaddy. That's a promotion. That is a promotion. That's a job, baby. Okay. That is a job, especially depending on the circumstances of the baby, the child, and it depends on the circumstances of the relationship of the parent with the other parent. That is a job. Congratulations, you've been promoted. Okay, but you're gonna take ownership of this. You're gonna take this very highly. You're gonna treat this like this is your baby. Okay, 56, 54, 26. Okay, 18, 50, 27. Okay, you could be 6'5" or 5'6" in height, 5'4" in height as well. You could also be 45 years old. Okay, something could take place right now in 2026. You could be 6'2" in height. Okay, 2018. All right, August the 1st. All right, nothing. I hear Whitney. Okay, it says love is the key to your heart's desires. And it's crazy because I said I hear Whitney and she talking about I have nothing without you. You know, that was her part. I had nothing without you, Bobby. Okay. Ooh, I did not see that. And bam, I told you, congratulations. You've been promoted. Okay? You could have a engagement ring pop up for you, okay? Someone said, don't you dare walk away from me. I'm about to submit this. We're about to certify this. Okay? Someone said, I can't have nothing without you. All right? Somebody about to speak your language. All right? I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this at the door. Okay? You got 8, 17, 20, 24, 26, 47. Okay? That's kind of similar to the numbers that we already had. August the 17th, 1971, 2020, 2024. Okay? It says a rare long-time friendship. Hold on. Rely on a long-time friendship to give you advice. I'm sorry, I was kind of getting cloudy with that one because I was thinking about this right here. Childhood friend. And it says rely on a long-time friend to give you advice. So this could be a childhood friend. Okay? Maybe this childhood friend could want to marry you. Also, the childhood friend could be already married. This could narrow this. Maybe you're married. Somebody's married. Somebody got a stepdaughter, or they trying to be a step something. They stepping into something. Okay? All right, you got 7. You got Aries, and what was that? Hold on. Wrong one. Go to my little cheat sheets. Okay, and then you got Mercury. Okay, so communication. Okay, so maybe someone's gonna hit you up at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in the trap. Okay, never mind. Hold it, girl. Hold it. Okay. Anyway, also July. Okay, somebody wants to communicate with you in July. This could be an Aries, a Cancer, a Gemini, a Taurus, a Leo, or a Scorpio. Okay. Yes, July the 7th, the 9th, the 10th, 11th, or the 12th. August the 7th, August the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, or the 12th for you. Some communication. Okay. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, 12, December. Somebody, apartment 12, apartment 8, 7, 11, 3, or 4. Also, December the 8th, the 7th, the 11th. Also, the 4th, the 3rd. I'm feeling 7. So, 7 stands out a lot. Something's going to take place in July. Squash that. So maybe it's like July the 12th, the 8th, the 4th, the 3rd, and the 11th. Or maybe on 7/7. So on July the 7th, you got Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Aries. Okay? And I'm also hearing Capricorn in the background. And that, like, when you know how sometimes you get a flow and then you be like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we stopped. I forgot we stopped. It's that type. So I heard Capricorn. Okay. Leo. Okay. So something could take place during Leo season. What is this? What's this? Jupiter. So maybe some growth. Maybe you're going to start growing. Or here you go. Are you growing plants? Okay. Maybe you're growing plants. Also, something could be two situations. Something could be like a two-sided situation. One could outweigh the most. One could outweigh more than the other, though. They want you to get your strength, like grab strength into this. That's why I'm saying growth. So like I said, through experience, you learn how to be strong in situations. Okay. You got 6. So maybe their birthday is in June. You're a June Gemini as well. Okay, and then you got Uranus, individual. So something could take place where like 3 + 3. 3 + 3 gives you 6. Okay? Like individually. So maybe you have your own thing, they have their own thing, and now together y'all gonna come together. Maybe y'all gonna come together in June. Okay, or maybe this person wants to come together with you and have a conversation with you in June. Okay, also you could be a Cancer in June as well. Aries, Taurus, Pisces. Also, this could be your moon sign. All right, my last turn. Okay, no, I ain't like that turn. Oh, I lost the dice. I lost the dice. So here you go. Because it was 3. Because I said 3 plus 3. So maybe it looked like this person got everything. But when you get closer, they don't got 3. They got 2. Or they got 1. Because they got 1. My bad. That's not funny. This could be a Capricorn. Okay. Maybe this. So this is a January Capricorn. January the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, or the 2nd. Okay. Also, June the 1st, June the 2nd, June the 3rd, June the 4th, and June the 5th. Okay. But yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, somebody could come in, or maybe somebody wants to balance. Here you go. Maybe you got 3. Maybe you got 3 situations. I gotta find that dice. But maybe you got, maybe you got 3 major things on your plate, and this person could just want to take off 1 major thing off of your plate. Okay, that could be something like that too. I'm getting along very well without you in my. I don't need you in my. You could be telling somebody you don't need them in your life. Hey. Ooh, I love peacocks. Peacocks are always beautiful. Beautiful colors. And they like to show out. They like to show out. I said somebody need to travel. Look, I'm putting the cards up and it said passport. Okay, so maybe you're traveling to the beach. You need a passport. Or maybe the type of place you want to go, it requires a passport. Sometimes you don't know until you start doing your research and you realize, oh, I didn't know that requires a passport. Or maybe you think this is required a passport and it actually don't require a passport. Okay? You no longer my way. Maybe going out with your best friend, or you talking about you don't want to do that no more. You might do a solo thing because it's saying best friend, no third party. So maybe you don't want to go out, travel with somebody because maybe people don't speak the same language as you. Okay, or are you going to a foreign country that don't speak the same language as you? You better have somebody that know how to speak that language. You could, maybe your best friend know how to speak that language. Okay, you talking about you don't want to go nowhere with them. Take that best friend that know how to speak that language. Okay. They check off. I had this before. Oh, yep, they sure do. Shake it off. They sure do. Them peacocks shake it off before they brighten up them little feathers and be blocking everybody. Okay. Somebody said they didn't think it was going to end up this way. Okay. Maybe your friend slept with your ex. Okay, I'm just putting the cards up. Time made me stronger. You no longer in my life or on my mind. Okay. 11:44. Okay. 11 is thoughts. 4 is faith. Okay. You are no longer on my mind. Time made me stronger. Okay. Time made me think. Time made me grow into faith that I realize you are no longer on my mind. Okay. You are no longer on my mind. Somebody could hit you up. Somebody could use their brother-in-law, their sister-in-law. Somebody, it could have been an in-law, but it's not an in-law. Okay. They should have came correct. They should have came correct, but they didn't. They didn't. I got y'all tonight though. After work though, because I do work tonight. But yeah, most definitely. Because I most definitely have a calendar to keep up with myself. Because sometimes do y'all realize sometimes you keep up, you'll lose track of time, lose track of stuff, and you be like, dang, I thought I did that already, and you didn't. So that could be something like that. You don't put, yeah, me either. I don't put nothing past nobody. Okay? I do not. Like I said, I used to give people 100% of trust. I realized, wait a minute, I need to dive it down a little bit, because I be over there be fucked up and they be cool. Okay, and that's because my ass sit there and put 100%. I done charged that shit all the way up. I should at least gave it 30, 20, 40, 50% of the charge. I shouldn't gave it, let's just say I shouldn't gave it 100%. Okay, 100% got you over there looking slobbery, fucked up, can't wash your ass, can't eat, food don't taste the same. This used to be your favorite, but it ain't your favorite today because he always bought this for me. Nah, bro, we not going there no more. Oh yeah, I also did a little booklet thing. Let's see, I put words in it. I can admit, yeah, that is my fault. I can admit that too. I feel you on that, twin. Like I said, like, you get yourself hemmed up, okay? Let's go. Let's see how I'm gonna do this, because I was trying to figure out, I got words, so we'll just pop it open. Bow. That's what it say. I like that. It says not yet. So something you're thinking about, not yet. It says, do you feel my energy? So maybe someone's saying, do you feel my energy? You said, no, not yet. Let's pop it out again. Bow. All right. It made me think of a flip phone. Remember when we had the flip phones? We used to tear them flip phones up. Remember when that used to be our little fidget, like a fidgety thing? We used to go like that with our flip phones. Anyway, maybe. Okay, something could be a maybe. It says, you are my world. Someone said, you are my world, but maybe you're mine. I don't know yet. When I'm feeling down. Okay, somebody said, when you keep me up, when I'm feeling down. Okay, pop it out again. Bow. It says turn back. So somebody could want you to turn back. It says, I can't sleep without you now. All right, somebody wants you to turn back. They can't sleep without you, but you probably can. I see it from the thing. I like how, bow. That is such tapping into my childhood. Okay, one more time for the pow. Okay, was that a lie? What was it? That was my fault. I feel like I tell anyone, and I had to tell myself that when it comes down, we do got to take ownership to anything. Now, I won't say the whole situation was our fault. No, but was it our fault to stay in there? Yes, we could have left. We could have left. We seen them red flags. Okay, we seen the signs. We felt, and if we didn't see the signs, we felt our inner self saying and we be ignoring it. One more time. Okay. Oh, closed it. That was it. Someone said, I love you. Yes, I love you too. Okay. But yes, I tap up in her. What I get off. I'm trying to think what time I get off. Yes. So yeah. Cause I did pick up a couple extra hours for that. Yeah, I'm going early. That's what it was. Like I said, I be trying to keep up with my ass doing all this extraness. Cause sometimes I forget that I did overtime. Oh shit. I do have overtime, you know, and overtime, especially with them corporates, that's a penalty. They treat overtime like it's a regular, like they literally, wait a minute, this was voluntarily, so I don't have to, I be like that sometimes. That's why I gotta be worried about them overtimes, because they will get you. Them overtimes, they will get at you, okay? My new cup, y'all. Cherries. You want to scratch? Just playing. We always got to thank God for that. We got to thank God for all of our journals. So maybe you need to get a journal. Okay. Or maybe you journaling this at this current time. But yeah, we most definitely got to thank God for our experience. I know sometimes it was kind of hectic. I know you thought you was in hell. But hey. We made it. We made it, okay? I know you probably lost a couple of limbs. You probably got a couple scratches, couple bruises, but we made it. And we're not going to go back there, okay? Because sometimes we gotta learn the experience, so we realize we don't want that experience. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. I thought I want that, but I ain't want that. I ain't want it like that. But those are the reasons that sometimes it could be like that. It could be that flip side. This what it could be. You gotta be careful what you ask for. They say. Yes, but love bugs. We gonna wrap it up right here because we see we at. I promise you, I be telling myself I ain't gonna be on here long, and then I be on here long. But it's okay though. It's okay because it's not like we just sitting here dead in the dead zone. We talking. Well, I'm talking. You talking too. My people. We talk. But yes, get at me at 10 p.m. Well, not 10 p.m. on the dot. Let me stop lying to you. 10:30, no later than 11 p.m. Eastern time. We be in here, okay? After work for me. All right, love bugs. My name is Deasia, and you are on the Dreams, Desires, Ascensions, the DDA tribe, okay? Always make sure that you keep your lights shining bright, okay? Because them vampires are not able to handle those lights. So make sure you keep them lights shining bright, all right? Don't let anyone dim them lights, not one bit, okay? If they start dimming lights, start giving them a little bit of you, okay? And withdraw, back away, all right? Always make sure you keep your journals always on standby. Why? Because we're always going to be here to clear them crowns, okay? And I do have other content in my live because why? We always live and direct over here. We ain't doing no pre-recordings. All right. I also have an Instagram as well. So what you see here is what you're going to see on Instagram as well. I'm trying to build on my Instagram. We're going to start doing more of our zodiac separately through there. And then we're going to come as a tribe, as a community, as a family here as a tribe. Okay. Because sometimes we all going through the same thing sometimes. Okay. But yes. And always remember, it is not about religion. It's about the relationship that we have with God at the end of the day. And I'm going to see y'all later, babies. Bye. Spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. Let me stop. Okay, let me get off. Bye.